Ready. Play.
Good forehand from Nadal. Nadal's just on fire.
Still, these final games are, leaving a bit of a bitter taste for sure, because right now Nadal is, the level has grown a lot. At least he really cut the mistakes till, from some point this set. But still, there's that feeling Norrie probably could have done a little bit better in some parts of the match.
As he hits a forehand long, his mind's just gone.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Rafa Nadal with 3 match points to get to the quarterfinals in Borstad, a place he's not played at in 19 years. Is he about to make the quarterfinal? And a potential matchup with Navoni, the Argentinian 4th seed Navoni. Nadal goes down the cross court, perfectly placed, and he wins the match. Rafa Nadal has beaten Cam Norrie 6-4, 6-4 in, I think, around an hour and 43. So 2 fairly tough sets for the Spaniard. Norrie really put up a strong test for Nadal. Was a breakdown in that second set, but Nadal was able to come back from that break to both level and then also break again to take that take that set. Certainly, with the way in which all the seeds have started to tumble in this tournament, you would certainly say Nadal is potentially one of the big favourites to win the event, and would certainly see that he could be picking up the trophy, the silverware, on Sunday if he continues along this vein of form. What do you think, Mario?
Yeah, as weird as it sounds, it's his first clay court quarterfinal in more than 2 years, and of course for a lot of different reasons. And the second this year after Brisbane, he's playing at a good level. Of course, we have to lower a little bit the expectations, meaning that we have to expect a couple of games where he doesn't play as well as he could do, or is Nadal able to serve at full pace now? Well, I don't see the big limitation that he had, for example, in Barcelona. So yeah, I would say yes to this question. Of course, you still have to have the perspective that from I feel like it's going okay. And now I would say that it's a very interesting quarterfinal between Navone, which is a very different opponent from Norrie. But let's say that probably considering also the players who are left in the draw, probably it feels like from that match, we may have an idea who is going to be the favorite entering the semifinals. Right now, I'm thinking that for Nadal it's possible to imagine something good happening for the rest of the week, because I still think that this version of Nadal won't be enough probably at the Olympics against a top 5 player. But considering the tournament we're in and the draw and the level is okay, so yeah, why not try to expect something good coming up in the next days.
No, it's as we can see, Nadal is starting to speak now anyway, but it's you can certainly say that it's all about building momentum, but getting in those matches. The Olympics is going to be best of 3. This is best of 3. It just and it'll make him feel more comfortable and better going into that tournament as well. It's 3 matches potentially left here, maybe a couple in the doubles. Get a couple of days off get a few days off after that before going to Roland Garros, and then seeing what he can do from there. It's just every single match Nadal's just playing better and better and better, and it's going along really well.
Yeah, then it's still of course a big jump from just improving match by match and then be ready to face a very top player. But just to try focusing on this tournament, which can still be a huge deal, because I still think that doesn't matter how many tournaments, how many slams you have won, but having something in your hands can still be a very, very good feeling. And I think it's possible. Then I don't know that if, but I feel like actually this is the time on court which is good for him. I'm not thinking is he playing too much this week, because he hasn't played a lot. He needs matches. He needs to actually, when you get older, you maybe need even more matches and time on court before starting really improving your level. So there is a double phase, in my opinion, to this situation. And yeah, I would say that the match against Navone can be very interesting. I'm a bit interesting to see what Navone can bring, tactically to try to avoid getting caught in Rafa's baseline game, where he's very good at. And yeah, let's see if Nadal will also up his level even more, or we will see a similar version to the one we saw today, which was okay, I would say. I'm not like amazed, but it was an okay performance.
No, it certainly was. And as you say, getting in those matches now, if he ends up playing 3 singles matches and another 2 doubles match, that's all good stuff for him in the tank to go and get going forward. And yeah, and I think I probably will say it here, that the winner of the Navone match, Nadal-Navone, will probably end up being the person that will most likely win the title. Though I'll be happy to put my head on the block to say, just given the players that are left in the tournament. And it's just,
we're going to have a player that we don't even need to describe, which is Nadal. And right now, considering how well he did on the clay this year, he's also the top ranked player left in the draw. So yeah, it feels like these are probably right now the 2 names with, if I have to say 2 names, I would say these 2. Monteiro also playing very well, probably. So
he is. Monteiro is he has a bit of a track record of beating big names in clay events. Beating Tsitsipas in Madrid earlier in the season, and he went on a good tear as well in Rio. I think he was the one that actually ended up beating Alcaraz, because of Alcaraz having any issues in that match, if I'm mistaken, in Rio. But no, it's and the main thing, of course, in Navone is that he would have spent all of his young life idolizing Nadal from South America, and it's going to be a big event for him to play up against his idol that it'll be.
I think this can give you even more motivation, actually. I know that when you have, looked up at somebody and then it feels like, I don't want him to lose maybe, but then when you're a player and you are in your business, then for me, when you face these guys, regardless of the moment of their career, because of course it's not like beating Nadal this year has the same value as maybe it was 5 or 6 or even 2-3 years ago, but still, would be a very, very nice thing if you manage to do it. Let's see. It feels like it will be, of course, interesting to watch. And yeah, tomorrow they play quite early. It's second match tomorrow.
Yes, they're on I think it's 1 o'clock local time, which is 12 o'clock my time.
Yeah, it's second match, especially because there's also, I believe, the double after. Maybe if they win.
You may be telling me scheduling news I am not on top of. Let me have a look. Friday. No, they're not doing the only semi-final they're doing for the doubles is on court 1, and that's for Escobar and Neves. I think what they plan to do is, if Nadal gets to the semis, they'll play his semi-final first, then they'll do the next semi-final, and then they'll do the double semi-final.
Yeah, that's right.
As the last match for that one.
That's right. Yes,
and that's how they'll probably plan it. But no, it's it's shaping up to be some good semi-finals tomorrow. Any last words before we finish, Mario?
Or maybe they may withdraw. Who knows?
Hopefully not. I really hope not. They'll be bigging him up. It's been it's good to see that.
Yeah, it's been a nice story. Yeah.
Thing is, I think with Rude having no matches left, he'll want to stay. You know, he likes it in Borstad. As I said, Mario's going to finish up now. Do you have any last words about the last few days, or to do with Nadal?
Yeah, no, just a reminder that we have to soak it up. Nadal is still playing. We have to still watch and enjoy as much as we can, because we will regret it in the future. So yeah, but right now there's another interesting match actually. So if people are free, I recommend watching, because it will be a match between two Portuguese players, and not often it happens on the main tour. So I'm interested to see also, because they both have done quite well lately. So I will probably stay watching a little bit.
Cool. Right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to the show. We'll have a few more probably in these build-up events before the Olympics. And then, of course, afterwards we go on to the US hardcourt swing. So tennis never stops.
Yeah.
It never, ever stops.
Yeah, the day after the Wimbledon final, we had Nadal playing doubles here in Boston. So
cool. See you later, everyone.
See you.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.